Sean Wilson has been the Dorchester County Democratic Party chair for some time now. In this edition of Quintin's Close-Ups, I speak exclusively with him one-on-one. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel and download my free Quintin's Close-Ups app in your Apple or Google Play stores. Sean Wilson, welcome back to Quintin's Close-Ups.
Thank you, Quintin, for having me. Always a pleasure.
Likewise. Obviously, you are the Dorchester County Democratic Party chairman. And the Dorchester County area is really reeling after some devastating news earlier this week. And this is coming from WCIB. It says this: one person has died and a historic home has been reduced to rubble following fire near the town of St. George early Sunday morning, October 27th. The fire was reported at 5:14 in the morning at the historic Badham House, built in the early 20th century. The house is currently occupied by Harriet Holman, a member of the Dorchester County Council, and her family. Ms. Holman, her husband Herman, and two other family members were inside at the time of the fire. Mrs. Holman was transported by EMS to Trident Hospital where she was treated and released, but her son, unfortunately, Tony Jackson, 29, was found dead inside the home. Where are you emotionally with this?
Tragic event. It's never a good time to even talk about it. I mean, I'm still devastated by it, honestly. And I know Councilwoman Hallman is, and her entire family. My thoughts and prayers go out to them. And we are here in the community to support them as they go through this grief process. A mother having to bury her son is heartbreaking and it's tragic. So let's keep them lifted in prayer, and and hopefully let's give them the space and the time they need to grieve, but also be there for the support process. So I saw her on Monday, and I also talked to her as well, kind of staying in contact with her. She's a strong woman. She's hanging in there the best that she can, and it's going to take some time, but she has a good support system, and her entire family does too.
That's so great to hear. Let me turn to the elections.
Yes.
Obviously, it's coming up next week,
Yes.
and everyone's going to the voting booth to basically vote for the new mayor of the town of Somerville,
Right.
as well as the city council. I know you cannot endorse anybody in the race, but when you go around Dorchester County, what are you hearing from people in regards to what they are looking for in the next town mayor, in the next town council?
Well, that's important, Quinn, because Dorchester County is growing, and it's growing very rapidly. I think Somerville is one of the largest cities in the state, and they're expecting to have about 60,000 people within the next few years. And people are telling me that they're looking for someone who can adapt to the growth, the roads and the transitions that are going to be made, and keep up with the technology and the jobs and help with that particular process. I think that's very important. That's the biggest thing I've been actually hearing. People are excited about this election. I think, especially the town of Somerville, I think it's very excited. And one thing that is interesting about that election is no runoffs.
Right.
So that's important because every particular vote counts. So it's a nonpartisan race. Obviously, as chair, I can't endorse anybody either, but it's something that affects us and is very important. And so we all have our eyes watching it.
And something else that's very important to you is the upcoming dinner that's coming out for the Dorchester County Democratic Party, and that's on Friday, November 22nd. Talk to me about what's that like.
Sure, that's our biggest fundraiser for Dorchester County.
Okay.
It's an exciting time. It's one of those occasions where Democrats get to come out and get dressed up in Dorchester County, hear from some of the political campaigns. As you know, February 29th is the primary in South Carolina, so we're going to get the chance to hear from some of the campaigns, maybe some of the candidates, and some of the elected officials. So I call it almost similar to a family reunion because Democrats, we are family, and we get a chance to come and fellowship as one. So I'm excited about it. It's going to be Friday, November 22nd in the Clover Building in St. George. We have never utilized this facility before. It's a new facility, newly renovated facility. It's a nice place. A lot of weddings and other events take place there, and I'm excited about it. It's going to be from 7 to 9 p.m. We have a great caterer that's going to be doing everything. It's just going to be a fun event. We're going to have a silent auction.
Okay.
Tickets are going to be $50,
Okay.
and it's going to go towards the Democratic Party and helping us to get out the vote coming up 2020. So that's a very important because we have to have office space, we have to be able to have manpower, we have to have gas to take people to the polls.
Sure.
We have to be able to utilize the technologies to let people know the importance of voting. So it's a lot going on. I think everybody will benefit if they come out and support us.
What is the manpower in the Dorchester County Democratic Party now?
But we got strong manpower. I think the Dorchester Democratic Party is a strong team. Everybody comes in and helps. Everybody holds their own weight. Everybody is passionate about the Democratic Party and seeing the blue wave continue. And so we saw it a little bit in 2018 with the Congressman Cunningham, and people just really got excited. And we're looking forward to seeing it again in 2019 and 2020. So people are excited. We're working, we're raising money, we're changing things, and I'm excited.
Exciting. You talk about obviously raising money. Where is your fundraising goal now?
Right now, we're increased. We're almost at our fundraising goal. I know the last time we talked, we said we were trying to get, or probably earlier this year, we talked about it and we said we're trying to get to about 25,000.
Right.
We're hoping that this fundraiser right now, with the sponsorships that we're requesting and also ticket sales, that we can reach that goal or exceed that goal abundantly. And so that's my hope. And what we will do from that is plan in January for 2020 and what we want to do and what we will need to sustain it. I mean, I think some of the other counties, is Charleston and a lot of the bigger counties, they don't have as much of an issue as far as raising funds and finding memberships. But what we're finding is Dorchester County has a ton of Democrats that are there, and they're excited and they're willing to give their time, which that's an important just as money. But people to just come in and volunteer, join some of the committees, get involved, help out even more. And I think once that starts to happen, we'll continue to see an evolution of the Democratic Party in Dorchester County.
Dorchester County. Now, how do you purchase tickets for those people who want to come to this event?
Sure. If you can like the Dorchester Democratic Party Facebook page, and we have an Act Blue account, so you can purchase tickets the day of the event, or you can also go to our Act Blue link, which is Act Blue Dorchester County Democratic Party Senior Dinner, and you can purchase tickets. Tickets are $50 right now. Come on out. It's a great time. It's going to be a great fellowship evening. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait.
Can't wait. Now, tell me this. Obviously, you've been the chairman for a while. What is it like to be you as chairman?
It's a wonderful job. It's a busy job, and you have to wear a lot of hats. And it's something that I think prepares you for. I've actually gained preparation from it, from just being a lawyer and being able to multitask. And I think being able to multitask is something that you have to do as chairman of the Democratic Party. And you have to be a part of all of the committees in some sort of form, and you have to approve it. And I enjoy it. So it's a lot of work, and especially planning this event, planning any events. It takes time and preparation, but having a good support system and a team around us of people that are really, really hungry and really wanting to work and wanting to see the party succeed, I think that's a huge blessing.
Now, how much time will you give yourself as far as fundraising go for the Dorchester County Democratic Party?
I mean, I think we're always fundraising. I think that's something that we do on a yearly basis.
Okay.
So we have different events. Earlier this year we had the oyster roast, and we'll probably be having that again. We've had the Blues and Barbecue in August when Congressman Cunningham came out.
Right.
We've had other different events. So fundraising is important, and it's something that we're always trying to do because we have to keep the lights on. We're trying to get a permanent building and location, and so we have goals that we're always trying to reach. We came a long way, and we still got a long way to go.
Sean Wilson, thank you so much for your time. And again, welcome back to Quintin's Close Ups.
Thank you, my friend. It's always a pleasure.
Likewise.
Thank you.